Okay, Gene, when did you go in the service?
When? My memory is
Okay,
bad.
you was in during the Korean War, right?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
guess.
that's most of. So, what service was you in?
I was I was in the Navy.
In the Navy? Did you
Hmm.
actually get on the boats?
Yep, I was on the after we got training. I got training. Why they sent me home.
Do you remember where you went for training?
Yeah. Huh?
Where did you go for training?
Uh, yeah. On the other side of Illinois,
Okay.
there I can't say there's a naval
The Naval Academy?
naval training,
Okay.
and yeah, we were at 9 weeks, I believe it was.
They only give you 9 weeks of training? That sounds about
I
right.
think it was. Uh, yeah, we were right on the water.
Oh, okay. Lake Michigan?
Yeah,
Okay.
and
So,
yeah,
so you had 9 weeks of training.
yeah, I think it was 9 weeks, and then they sent us home, and I think it was a week here back home, and then they said you're going to be on a ship uh, in New York.
In New York.
New York, yep. They were they were building it. They were making this.
Big ship?
Yeah, I, I all these things and everything. It was a large machine,
Okay.
large ship.
What did you do?
Hmm?
What did you do on the boat?
We were. I was stationed for the uh, platform on the top. It was a. We were on. What do you say? I I got pictures and everything, but yeah, it was. They were building it.
Okay.
They were building the thing, and they were just. It was in
Dry dock?
dry dock, and yeah, we was. I was on deck, and they trained us how to uh, fuel planes after they caught them,
Oh my.
and we were clear to the fore end, and then they'd shoot them off and catapult them,
Wow.
and our job was they'd bring them from the bottom, and we'd take them and get them all ready to fuel them up and everything, and then they
Take.
had two chutes on one on each side of the front end,
Wow.
and we'd fuel them. They bring them up. Of course, there's a deck they called enclosed deck.
Uh huh.
Then they'd bring them up on
That's.
the planes and bring them up, and we'd see that they were fueled and everything, and then we'd hook them on a hook.
Oh, you hooked them up?
Yeah, and then they. Oh, it was probably 200 feet, something. The whole ship was over 1,000 feet long,
Wow.
and yeah, I got all kinds of pictures and stuff. I guess that they're all put away, and
Well, that's what we do. We put things away when they're not using them.
yeah, 125 airplanes.
Wow.
Yep, and they got them ready on the deck down below, and then we they'd put them on a. I didn't have anything to do with get them until they got up on the
Till they
deck.
got up on tack. So
And then we'd
were you
we'd get them ready and shoot them off.
were you on the boat when it was completed?
Hmm?
Were you on the boat once it was finished?
Yeah.
Where all did you go on the boat?
Well, we were anchored in New York City,
Wow.
and that's where they were building it. Marvin came. He flew in and he wanted to see what it was doing, how he did it, and everything. And
Well,
yeah,
that was neat.
he got. I got to take him up downtown New York City. He just shook his head. He says, "Oh, New York City is too big." You know.
For us farm boys, huh?
Yeah. We go uptown and always had at least two and three, and sometime four was better to stay
If you went downtown.
when we went downtown.
Yeah,
You know.
that's probably a good
Then
idea.
once you go alone,
Yeah.
no, they take advantage of you. It was New York was pretty rough, but we always 2 to 4 guys.
2 to 4 guys.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and we got to go downtown and see shows. Some of the shows,
Yeah.
you guys see at home.
Yeah.
I can't say what they're,
Sure.
but once you got used to it,
Yeah.
I
Were you married at the time?
yeah,
Were you married at the time?
no,
No.
no,
So this was before you and Sue got married.
no. We were.
See.
There was just a lot of training.
Yeah.
Uh, it was the ship was up jacked up, and you could see the bottom and how big the fans and everything. Well, it's hard to tell,
Right.
and it was just
It was a big
amazing
Yeah.
how big it was. The way airplane was kind of at an angle.
And land on there?
Yeah, and then they'd have cables. The cables were big.
Oh.
They would catch them, and then they'd put them off to the side and guide them to where we were up there, and we'd fuel them and get them all lined up, and they'd shoot them off.
Shoot them off. Yeah.
And it was organized. We did. It would seem like we did it all, but there was so many people. Like we had over 1,000 sailors,
They were all sailors?
and so all we had to do was take them to the front end, guide them, fuel them. They'd not fuel them until they got ready to shoot them off.
Shoot them off. Yeah.
And well, for running that aircraft carrier, I was on that for over a year.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. And we were in New York. Then we'd go on during the week. They'd send us out in the Atlantic.
Oh.
And the ship, and we'd go out there with what they call shakedown.
Okay.
And it was just practice.
Mm-hmm.
Do this, and then you'd have airplanes that had two catapults, they call them. And we see that these planes and the pilots matched up to their ships
Okay.
and their boat. And it's so mechanized, it's hard for me to tell you
Yeah, yeah.
all the stuff that was.
Being done.
Yeah, it was. You had your job, and guys down below had their jobs, and there's like, did I tell you that I think there was 90 guys in our unit,
Yeah, yeah.
and they went from one side to the other side.
It's a lot of people.
Yeah, yeah. Dick in the unit, and I was the guy that was organized.
Oh, okay.
And you'd had you got it's so mechanized. You got head
Headsets?
things like that, and so your contact for fuel guys and everything. You're con you're with a pilot and everything, and it's so organized.
Had to be. Had to
It's
be.
gotta be
Yeah,
for that many guys.
absolutely.
Yeah, yeah.
So, did you ever volunteer for anything?
Did I what?
Did you ever volunteer for anything?
Volunteer? Oh, you were told what your job was,
Oh, okay.
and your your sleeping quarters was tight.
Tight.
It was like one deck. Uh, the deck, right? We call them decks because you come right down the stairs, and from where you slept, and then you went right up to the top,
Mm-hmm.
and then they'd have the planes down on the deck below
Mm-hmm.
where they kept them.
Yeah.
They'd bring them up with these great big lifts and bring the whole plane.
Wow.
And the plane would come up that deck, and we didn't have anything to do as far as shoot so big. They gotta shoot that air
Somewhere.
away because they'd blow you right off of the
Wow.
ship. And so they had fins like that. When he get it ready to jet off, um, it was all organized. Each guy had a job.
Yeah.
These guys put fuel in, and other guys works with the pilot, and it's so like it's got to be organized.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah.
That many guys,
They'd have to.
and they took care of you.
Do you remember the name of the boat?
Saratoga.
Saratoga.
I can't even see it. Probably here, the Saratoga. No. This is in New York.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Oh, that's a picture of the. Well, our rooms would have been up right here.
Right in there?
Yeah. And, we could, when you're on. He just shook his head. He said, I can't believe this.
Yep.
It's that big.
Yep. Did you volunteer or did they draft you?
Well, I volunteered to be in the Navy,
Okay.
and yeah, they'd tell you, then train you for the job
Uh-huh.
you was gonna do.
Right, right.
That was, our job was just see that that airplane was fueled, and the pilot was there, and when they was it's so organized. I think there was 90 guys was in our unit.
Wow. Yeah.
And, I had 5 guys in my unit,
Okay.
and I had
Headphones on?
headphones, and
Protect your
then
hearing.
when we go out in the Atlantic and they bring them up on the hangar deck and bring them planes up, and then here's the air, here's the airplane. Here comes the guy that's gonna fly it. They look so young. Uh, I couldn't believe it. I mean, they went through training and everything, and some of them guys had never got a plane and landed it
Wow.
on a big
Big
plane.
boat, yeah.
And all them units that you had a job, and just everybody,
Did their thing.
yeah, yeah, they did a thing. And we come into Florida, and they got I could take them in my units and show them my room.
Your folks,
But,
that was
but
good.
the rest of it is so huge, you know, that you
When-
can't describe it.
When did you go to Florida?
Hmm?
When did you go to Florida?
Oh, we went down to Florida. uh, we stopped in Norfolk. Norfolk is a big bay. And a lot of ship can come in there, and it,
So,
it's hard to describe how big the thing is, and now they have other ships that come in there, smaller ships. See, we would be one of the biggest ships,
one of the biggest ones?
aircraft.
Okay.
We were that, and yeah.
So you was in New York,
Mm-hmm.
and then the ship
Yeah,
went to
we was at
Norfolk.
Norfolk was a big place where a lot of ships can be there, and we could get off, you know, in town,
And then you went on down to Florida.
and then we went to Florida.
Oh,
No, yeah.
whereabouts in Florida? Do you remember?
Hmm?
Whereabouts in Florida? Do you remember?
Yeah. There's a place I can't probably the book would tell you how. Guantanamo.
Yeah, was you there?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah.
What was it like?
Huh?
What was it like?
Guantanamo Bay. I don't know. It was we got off, and I got to go in Guantanamo. They take us on little boats.
You get on little boats and then you get to go in?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. you call that the hangar deck, and there's 3 or 4 kids.
Bring them up.
Yeah, they automatic bring planes from the hangar deck. Uh, yep, lined up on the deck,
Oh.
the top, and
So you was in Port-au-Prince in Haiti?
mm-hmm. Yeah, Cuba,
You was in Cuba and then Haiti?
Haiti and Cuba. Yeah,
You was in Mayport, Florida, huh?
yeah, there they.
Is that when your folks came down to see you?
Hmm?
Is that when your folks came down to see you?
Mm-hmm.
And they got to,
Yeah.
you got to take them on a tour of the boat?
We could take them down to the hangar deck.
Okay.
And, that's about as close as we never got to any part.
Oh, okay.
It was so huge. They never got to go out in the Atlantic.
Oh, right.
No. Planes on the front. That's where our deck was, right there. Right in here.
Right, and there was yours, and there's
Yeah.
all the planes. Wow.
You know, there they had them all stacked, just for show.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but yeah, there's one getting.
Do you remember how long you was in the service?
Huh?
How many years was you in the service?
Less than 2.
Less than 2?
I
You did all that in less than 2 years? You got to see all that in less than 2 years?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah, they made it in New York, and then we took shakedown, and we went down to Florida, Cuba.
Haiti?
We got shakedown and practice, stuff like that.
Yeah.
No.
Well, thankfully you were in wartime, in peacetime. You were in during peacetime at least.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was peacetime.
That's good.
It was just
Practicing.
practicing. Saratoga 60. CVA 60. Yeah. Typewriter.
You got to play the typewriter because he could play a piano.
Huh?
He got to play the typewriter because he could.
Well, he didn't play the piano, but he could play
The typewriter.
the typewriter. They found about him. Can you play a typewriter? Show us what you can do. He sat down and typed on the typewriter, and you got a job down below. You don't have to go. Them guys up on the deck. Now, he had training.
You stayed friends with him, huh?
Huh?
You stayed friends with him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. After we got out, I went out and visited him out there in Illinois. Can't even say his name right now. He was sharp. He was a big man. He could play the he could play the
Typewriter.
typewriter. Show us competition is big.
Playing basketball, I
And,
bet.
They found out that I could handle the ball. I made the team.
You made the team.
Saratoga. Yeah, I made the team.
So did you play other boats, other ships?
Ships. Yeah. We got out and got to play. In fact, we had a tournament, and I made the tournament.
Well, very good.
And for the Saratoga. And where was it? We went on, got off, and we made it to a playoff. And we lost the last game.
Oh no.
Yeah, but I wasn't one of the biggest guys. I was a guard.
You was a guard?
Yeah. Oh, that's that many guys when you got 1,000 guys. There was a lot of competition. And they found out
That you could play
that
basketball.
they found that I could be a good guard and shoot from the outside. We almost make it. Got in the last playoff.
What ship beat you?
Yeah, they told me I had to go take the shot. And they set me up for.
The last shot?
Yeah, I got shoot and I missed it.
Oh no.
I missed it. Yeah, but I thought that was pretty good from a little place like I came from, and that many players.
Absolutely.
And there was a lot of good players.
Well, that's pretty cool.
I felt pretty good about that. That was a big ship, and I got to be a guard out front, and we got far enough that we got down to the last shot, and they give me I missed it. No.
That's impressive.